And what's happening, everybody? It's John from Everything Sim Racing. This time we're doing a nonsense video. Really no rhyme or reason to this, just trying out some new video editing software. Trying to get all these cameras, angles, and everything to sync up. Got pretty close. I'm not going to say it's exactly right. You have to learn somewhere with the software, and I made some mistakes in the beginning and kind of stuck myself to where I really couldn't edit it much further, and rather than just delete the video and get rid of it totally, I figured why not, may get a few views, so here we go. So we're here another beautiful day on the iRacing circuit. We're here at Lime Rock Park in a Mazda Miata, just trying to rip the streets up here a little bit. Just received from Derek Spear Designs the DSD Pro Sequential shifter. You can see the top of it there. And we'll be doing a full review on it, of course, very soon. But regardless, I just had to mount it up to the sim rig. So, of course, a brand new sequential shifter comes in the mail. You have to get that baby mounted up. So we have it. Wanted to get a feel for it. In all honesty, I have never, ever driven a sequential shifter, other than maybe some paddle shifters, which I've really only done a few times. It's just not my style. I own a few sports cars and they are all stick, and the H-pattern shifter is just kind of my wheelhouse. So I was, really curious to try something different, because a lot of the vehicles that are on Project Cars 2 and iRacing are really sequential cars, and they don't do well with the H-pattern shifter. And not only that, the H-pattern shifter is a little slower than sequential. At least it's supposed to be. Not while I drive it. If you haven't noticed, I just can't control the car. Really been doing a lot of flight simming lately with the motion simulator, and being away from the racing has clearly shown. But in my defense, I was more than fully concentrating on trying to use the sequential shifter, and my clutch foot just doesn't seem to know what to do. It's still in a where it wants to push the clutch down every single time I change gears, and I'm sure that's going to take quite a bit of time for me to really get used to driving sequential. But there are quite a few accidents in this video, mostly from me just losing control, and mostly kept them there for your viewing enjoyment. I think we have one coming. Yep, and there it is right there, worked out. So a little bit about the sequential shifter. It's got a very little movement. As you can see, when I move it forward and backwards, it's really only a tiny click. It's actually kind of tough to push and pull, but it is very realistic, and I am very happy with it as of now. If I could just figure out how to drive with it, get my clutch foot to communicate with my brain. I mean, you do know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I'm certainly becoming an old dog, and it's getting harder and harder to teach me new tricks. So learning this sequential shifter to keep up with these young bucks and be competitive on iRacing is definitely a challenge, and it's going to take a lot of practice. Anybody that drives actual racing simulators or real race cars knows that everything is practice, practice, practice. And let's not remember that the main goal here is enjoyment. You're supposed to be having fun, not so serious to where it's not fun. So I don't have to be the fastest guy on the planet. I just have to be having a good time and simulate driving a race car, which is why I got this. We're going to switch over to the GT3 Cadillac and give that a little romp. It's a little harder to control. I don't drive this car as much in iRacing. It's mostly the Mazda I drive. But I figured I wanted to see the difference. And there actually was quite a difference, because with the Mazda, it seemed like I had to let go of the gas, shift, and then put the gas back down for it to engage the next gear. Whereas the Cadillac, I can just rip through the gears, kind of like a race car. So I'm not really sure. I'm sure that's something to do with the type of car, because iRacing is very specific. But regardless, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and enjoy this. Oh, here's another crash. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Alright guys, video's about to end, so I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this nonsense, and I'll see you for the next video, alright? Take it easy, and goodbye.